Hey y'all, Michael Smith here with the Bluefield Group, and today I'm here at the offices of United Way here in Greenville with Nalisha and Craig, and we're going to be talking about their organization and what they're doing here in Greenville. So for those watching who may not have seen our last video, Nalisha, I was hoping you could give us a quick overview of the cycle of success.
Yeah, I'm happy to. So the cycle of success is really United Way's model for creating community change. And we do that in four primary pillars, looking at life essentials, school readiness, high school graduation, and financial stability. And I'll kind of explain what that all means. We know that basic needs have to be met for people in our community. And so a lot of that work really details our work around homelessness, food security, mental health, all of those issues that have to be solved before people can really move towards prosperity. And so the other tenets of that really deal with a holistic approach to how do you create community change. So as we look at school readiness, making sure that children 0 to 5 have the tools in their tool belt to make sure that they are able to start school ready to learn, looking at things like literacy, parent education, quality childcare, all of those things that make sure that children that are in families are able to enter school ready to learn. And then the second part of that is once they enter school, how can we provide really intensive interventions around academic support, social emotional learning, preparing for what life looks like after high school. And so all of those things are really geared towards making sure that children in our community are able to graduate high school and move on to the next step. And then the third tenet of that is financial stability. Making sure that the cornerstone of our community is based on people being able to have jobs where they make a living wage, they're able to support their families, they're able to manage their money well, they're able to provide or live in housing that's sustainable and affordable for them. So all of those pieces really working together to make sure that people in our community are well supported, and we invest in organizations that are able to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's called the cycle of success because it really does feed into each other, right?
Absolutely.
So kids that enter school ready to learn are more likely to graduate. Kids that graduate are more likely to enter the workforce, be productive members of society, and so on. So
yeah, absolutely. And then they're more likely to have families that are financially stable, and their children are ready to enter school. And so all of that for sure works together.
Yeah, absolutely. So part of the financial stability aspect of the cycle, what are some specific organizations or initiatives that fall into that category?
Yep. So with financial stability, we look at 4 key components, making sure that people have the skills they need to enter the workforce or improve their skills to make living wage jobs. And so that's a pretty significant part of our work, and really the investments that we make in that space is how do we prepare people and give them the skills they need, whether it's adult basic education, whether it's making sure that they are able to move up in their job or get the education needed to do that. That is really where the workforce development part comes in. Sustainable housing and affordable housing is a key component as well that looks at both rental and home ownership opportunities for people. And then financial literacy and education. How do if I know I'm making a living wage job, how do I manage those funds that are coming in to make sure that I'm saving, budgeting, improving my credit score, or if I'm not making a living wage job, how can I make sure that the money that I do have coming in, I'm using it as effectively as I possibly can. And so all of that working together in a really innovative way that we do some of this work is really bundling all of those services into like these one-stop shops around our community through integrated services. And so all of that work really funnels into our financial stability work.
That's great. And I know this time of year in particular, there's a certain program within that financial stability that can really make a big impact. So Craig, why don't you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So United Way partnered with about 5 other United Way organizations here in the upstate. About 10 years ago, banded together to offer the Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program, which provides free tax preparation and assistance to individuals and families across the upstate. And so there's 2 easy ways to file. The first one is through in-person, through certified by the IRS volunteers, to make sure that all of the individuals that we serve get the maximum amount of refund for eligible deductions and credits and things like that, all while saving the very high cost of tax preparation. And then also the second method is myfreetaxes.com, which is an online filing tool for individuals. They can go online, file their own taxes, for people that may feel a little bit more comfortable navigating the technology. But those individuals, for My Free Taxes, the income limit is $66,000 for a household. And then for the in-person is $60,000 for household income.
Got it. Okay. So if people are interested in maybe utilizing some of these services or getting involved as a volunteer, where can they go to find out more?
Yeah. So they are more than welcome to visit our website, www.unitedwaygc.org. There you can find lots of information about United Way, where our investments are in this community, as well as how to volunteer anywhere in this community. And so that Hands on Greenville website is a great resource as well, www.handsongreenville.org. And so I think between those two websites, and I would be shameful if I did not say visit our social media pages, Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. All of those are great resources to get more information about United Way.
Perfect. Well, Nalisha, Craig, thank you so much for your time. I know it's valuable. Hopefully this was valuable information to our listeners. And if y'all have any other nonprofits in the area that you would love for us to interview, please leave a comment and let us know. And again, thank you all so much.